My mother claimed that I was sick. I started to feel like it was either her or me.
Nearly 9 years after the sensational headline-grabbing murder of her mother, and just a week after being released from prison, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is now a social media superstar, and she's just as surprised as anyone.
How many followers on Instagram and TikTok?
Currently, last time I checked, 6.4 million. The massive amount of support is amazing. I haven't looked at my DMs. I'm sure I have a million messages.
Her daughter, Gypsy Blanchard, and her boyfriend are now jailed on first-degree murder.
In 2015, Gypsy's then-boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, stabbed her mother to death. It was a crime plotted by Gypsy, and now she's ready to tell her story her way in an explosive new docuseries featuring never-before-seen videos.
I remember my mom said, happy endings are not just in fairy tales. I wasn't ready to open up about certain things in my life at that time, and now I am. And so I'm really sharing my whole truth.
Gypsy sat down with extra special correspondent Melissa Moore, who executive produced the new series for Lifetime, airing this weekend, called The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Gypsy, now 32, told Melissa she believes her punishment was justified.
I was in prison for 8.5 years. I think that my sentence was fair. I take it as a learning experience. I did something wrong, so I take accountability for that.
The motive for the murder was years of abuse at the hands of her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard.
My mother controlled everything I did.
Dee Dee was believed to have suffered from Munchausen by proxy syndrome for most of Gypsy's childhood. She convinced not only her daughter, but the public that Gypsy was chronically ill.
I was forced to use a wheelchair. She started telling people that I had cancer. But none of it was true. There was also a lot of emotional and physical abuse.
During her prison stint, Gypsy received over 250 love letters from male suitors, but it was one that stuck out.
I wrote her a letter and just told her what her story meant to me, and at the end of my letter, I put my email address, and she decided to write me back. I don't know, she loved the fact that I was from Louisiana, and that kind of got her to email me back.
From behind bars, she married Louisiana special ed teacher Ryan Anderson in 2022. Our cameras were rolling on this sweet moment right before our interview. Surprisingly, after all she went through with her mom, Gypsy dropped this confession.
There's a part of myself that would have wanted my mother to meet Ryan because he is so kind and genuine, and he loves me for all the right reasons.
What are your plans for the future? Do you want to have a family?
That's
Yes.
always the goal, absolutely, absolutely. Now, timeline on when is up in the air, but
Right.
absolutely.
What kind of mother would Gypsy be?
Oh, she'd be the best. She'd be the best. Look how sweet, and she's so sweet.
I think
so
I would be
kind.
the stricter one, though. I think you would be the one to
You think I'd be the teddy
You
bear?
would be the teddy bear. You would so cave into everything.
Maybe just a little.
Gypsy also told Melissa how she got through life in lockup.
Tell me about the music that inspired you while you were serving your time in prison.
So, I am a Taylor Swift fan. Her music is incredible.
Keep your eyes open.
One of the songs that I felt really resonated with me was Eyes Open, because it's about, standing your ground, making sure that you are prioritizing yourself, make sure no one bullies you.
She also shared with us her post-prison goal, to work with Kim Kardashian.
I think it would be cool because she has also a huge platform for prison reform, and I have been in prison. So I think having those two elements to each other, I think we could probably do some good for the world.
Gypsy and Ryan are now living in Missouri, and she's been reconnecting with her father, plus getting ready to release an ebook.
Do you regret what happened, and do you feel like there was any other way to escape?
Of course I regret what happened. I have moments that I still cry. I have moments that I still grieve. I still have the trauma from it. If I could go back in time, I absolutely would. She never wanted me to find love or be happy. I'm sorry. But I will finally share my story the way that it should be shared.